Live from Town Square Towers at the heart of the Jersey Shore. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. Get up, get out, do something. Join the conversation. 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake up with Jeremy Grunin. 6:09 Thursday, May 19, 52 degrees. Get up to 65 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. News Talk Radio streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160 to join the conversation. And our conversation now turns to energy. I love talking about energy. I mean, really, what's better than talking about energy? So we are joined in studio by Kelly Irving, Commercial Account Manager at South Jersey Energy, active member of the Greater Toms River Chamber of Commerce. Good morning. How are you?
Good morning, Jeremy. How are you doing?
I am fantastic. I'm always excited when somebody gets up, gets out, and does something really super early in the morning and actually is like ringing the doorbell of our studio at 5:40 in the morning. So that's good.
Got to be early to life.
That's right. That's right. Early bird gets the worm. So why don't you tell us a little bit? So what do you do at South Jersey Energy? What does it mean as a account manager? What does it mean when you're who are you selling energy to?
So I sell to small and large commercial businesses, anyone basically who produces energy, restaurants, diners, call centers. We do a lot with hotels, motels, anyone who's a little bit larger than like the 22-room motel or hotel, and all size restaurants and diners as well. So that means we take a look at their natural gas, electricity bills, and we look at the historical usage, and we see if we can actually purchase that energy in advance for them, which could offer them significant savings going forward. So they're not variable on the market, which, as you know, can spike like it did during the polar vortex to
right.
$15 a therm, or, go down to whatever it may be. We take care of that in advance. So that way they're allowed to manage all of their operating expenses and not have to worry every month, like, are we going to have to pay more? Or is it going to be, what are we going to be paying every month?
So how far in advance can you buy? Like, let's say I wanted to lock in a price now because I was like, oh my God, oil prices are super low, whatever, everything's super low. I want to buy 10 years worth of energy.
I wish you could do 10 years. That would be nice, but no. I typically don't recommend more than 3 years.
Okay.
There are some companies who can do 4 years. Typically with gas, especially because it is low, if it's a smaller company that's what we call heat loaded, so they're using a lot of heat during the winter months when it's more expensive, that's when I tell them to lock in for a longer term, because it will be a lot cheaper versus a year or so from now when energy costs will go up. If it's somebody who's year-round, maybe like one of the diners or restaurants that's open year-round, they're consuming the same amount of energy, I'd say lock in a year, maybe 2 years for your gas. We can kind of tweak it a little bit. Right now, a 17-month deal is better than a 2-year deal. So there's ways of looking around, and you can kind of tweak the system to see where the best energy is going to be, where the market is, you think it's going to be at in however long the time frame is.
So is there a chance, though, that over the course of your, let's say I buy 2 years of, 2 years in advance, and let's say that prices drop, what happens?
So if you buy it, we might be able to blend and extend it depending on how it is. But sometimes, like for natural gas, if it goes down really low, you're stuck in that rate until you get out of it. So that's typically, we try to look at the market and offer a ceiling for natural gas is kind of how I see it. So if most of my customers stayed around the 3.25 range, which, New Jersey Natural's right around there right now, and they were under it a little bit before. So they saved quite a bit of money up until it hit that ceiling and then went back down. Electricity, on the other hand, is where we can save a lot more money as we take a look at what the usage is, and I can get you a lot lower underneath. The market is not as variable. There's typically 2 rates. You have your winter and your summer, and my goal is to get you below your winter rate, which is the lowest rate that you have. So that gives you a little bit more.
So it would seem to me, right, that let's say, I don't know, and I could be way off base here, probably, because that would be typical for me. So let's say that tomorrow OPEC said, you know what, we are taking all of our oil because we have not constrained any of our oil. We are leading an effort now to warehouse it, put it away, and we are going to artificially raise prices of oil, right? And thereby energy prices are going to go up. right? Like it would seem to me that the business you're in is really great and really easier when oil prices and energy prices are low. But if they're escalating, like they had been, a couple of years ago, if you look 2 years ago at what oil prices were, or then that must be really hard to then sell, because how do you do that then? Because everybody's like, well, the prices can't really go much higher, can they?
But you look at the polar vortex. I mean, it went up to $13, $14. So that makes a big difference there, too. So, like I said, we could kind of do a mix of different contract lengths, too. And I try to look at what could be the best option. So even though it may be going back up to $6, if we can get down and find a rate for $4, that's definitely going to help somebody out versus paying the $6 the utility is, or waiting until the winter time and now they're paying $10 because that's when it went up too.
Okay.
We do a lot of market rates too, which we're way below. South Jersey Energy is actually usually about 70 cents or so below the utility right now with New Jersey Natural. So that's kind of where most of my customers do too, is a market rate, which is a month-to-month one as well.
All right, now, totally like off topic, but on topic. South Jersey Energy, what area does that cover?
They actually do all of New Jersey, Pennsylvania. Right. We're getting into Delaware shortly, and we go all the way up to Boston as well. Actually, the company is located in South Jersey, so we're locally based down in Folsom, not too far from here. But I typically handle the Ocean and Monmouth and Middlesex counties. Okay. So I stay in my
even
area.
Though Middlesex County for folks here in Ocean County is North Jersey.
It literally is North Jersey.
Yeah,
Anything north of the Driscoll.
I know, because I lived in Middlesex County for 20 years, and my dad still says, "Oh, when you used to live up in North Jersey," I'm like, no.
It was 30 minutes away.
Listen to me. It's called Middlesex County. It's like the middle of the state. Like North Jersey's like Bergen County, like like
Essex.
Yeah, Essex.
You have to drive an hour and a half to get there.
No, this is not North Jersey. But so you're telling me that I could buy from South Jersey Energy in Boston?
Yes.
That'd be great.
Yeah. We use brokers through there. We have an inside sales department that trucks it up the pipeline that way.
Cool. All right. So we only have a minute. So this is great. Perfect. We're coming through our first segment, but I want to know is, all right, when you were just a little girl, right? And you were there and you were and I don't know if you played with dolls, because I have one daughter that does play with dolls and one that like wants to take the heads off. When you were a little girl and you were like, you were doing your thing, were you like, gosh, one day I want to sell energy. That's what I totally want to do. And you have met all your hopes and dreams, or was there a different path? So I want to find out what that path is when we come back. Is that okay?
Sounds good.
All right. Kelly Irving, South Jersey Energy. They're all over New Jersey and pretty much the rest of the continental U.S. So we'll be back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin right after this.
Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin wherever you go. Download the Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Make a difference at the Jersey Shore. 732-505-1160. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio WOBM AM 1160, 1310, and WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin here with Kelly Irving, South Jersey Energy. So, Kelly, look, so I did 20 years in retail. And, I always tell people that I ended up in retail because no other industry would have me. And that's kind of where people go. You either do that or you like wait tables and end up in food service. Those are like your two choices when you don't do so well in college. So how did you end up selling it? Not that wasn't to say that wasn't meant to be that kind of segue, but I mean, most people when you're growing up, you're like, I didn't know that I want to be.
You ended up on the radio. That's a very good sign.
Listen, we backed into this. This has nothing to do with anything else. So come on, how'd you end up in energy?
Well, funnily enough, I was actually in the trucking industry before this. I was there for about 5 years. I had gotten into it out of college, actually, through a temp agency, trying to figure out what to do and find a job when you come back to New Jersey. I was in Kentucky for school. And then I had actually talked with some woman on LinkedIn. She sent me a message and said, I think I have a really great opportunity for you. And I was like, okay. And she's like, energy. And I'm like, how do you sell energy? Like, what are you talking about? Right. I get it from the utility. They give me a bill. I pay it. We're good to go. And I actually ended up talking with South Jersey Energy, and it was a great opportunity. It's right in my hometown, which I love. So I stay in Monmouth and Ocean counties and drive up and down the shore basically all day, which is perfect because I get to stop at all my favorite places for lunch and see clients. And
Right.
And it works out really well.
So wait, though. You grew up in New Jersey, right?
Correct.
Okay, you grew up in New Jersey. So actually, we just stumbled on something, right? Because we always complain that people don't come back to New Jersey after they leave unless in the middle they're in Kentucky. I think that's actually a safe place for you to go for a few years where you go, wait, Jersey, yeah, we can go back there. It's not so bad, right?
Yeah.
Did you always plan on coming back, or were you just like completely off put by Kentucky?
Well, I'm a beach girl, you
Right,
know.
so
You gotta
Kentucky
live
wasn't
by the
working out for
ocean.
you, right?
Well, I actually went all the way across the country first. I went to Oregon State my freshman year, and then Kentucky, and I was like, this ain't working. As much as I love Louisville, I had a great time there.
You say it right. You say
I do,
Louisville.
yeah.
That's
you gotta
good.
say it like you got marbles in your mouth.
Yeah, that's great. That's great.
But coming back-
but now we're not going to gloss over the Oregon thing, right? You went there to do what?
That was animal sciences. So I wanted to be a vet. That was my original goal. So yeah, energy was not on the bracket when I was a kid, playing with my ponies and running around. And
So why did you give up on animals? I don't mean like literally giving up on animals. You know,
we still have a lot actually. Between me and my parents, there's 8 animals. that we
Okay.
have,
All right, good. So you haven't given up, but why did you give up on animals as a career?
The hardest part was watching them suffer. I mean, I know I want to be able to help them, but to sit there and have an animal come in and then one of my classes, we ended up showing us how to slaughter a cow. And
Right.
this live cow came in and they hooked it up and they stun gunned it and sliced it open and the blood came out. And I said, whew, I'm pretty good. I can stomach a lot of things.
Right.
And then we made him into hamburgers the next day. So we had a nice burger.
So that was like, I'm out of this. I'm out of that. Yeah.
I was like, I think I'm going to switch over to business.
So
We'll
are
make
you
it
a
that way.
vegetarian now?
You know, I'm not, but I actually don't eat meat. I eat chicken, I
Really?
eat eggs, but yeah.
There you go, Zach. Look, you're all set.
Yes.
Wait a second. Hold on now. Hold on. That's a good point. I never thought of that. That there's no taking animals to the next level. You could have been like a trainer or something. You could have done something that only maximizes and unleashes animals' hidden potential. But that wasn't going to happen.
I'm like
either.
Cesar Millan there,
No,
floating around
not happening.
the show ring. Yeah.
All right. So back you came, and there you go. So all right. Well, listen, we've definitely learned a lot so far. In fact, I actually had to look up the word funnily because I wasn't sure that you could appropriately use that in casual conversation. But
You can.
You can.
I use it all the time, too.
It actually is. It is clearly an adverb. So great job there. You taught me something.
Good.
All right. When we come back, we're going to give you the Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin magic wand, so you can make a difference in the world, right? So that you could maybe make up for the fact that you abandoned the animals of the world, right? Or something like that. Or you can. Or you can eliminate all of your energy competitors and use your magic wand for evil instead of good. And we'll talk about other stuff too, like all the grass in Kentucky. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin,
blue.
Kelly Irving, South Jersey Energy. We will be back after this break.
Coming up next, the latest from WOBM News, the Town Square, New Jersey News Network, and Fox News Radio. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Live from the Jersey Shore to the world. Get up, get out, do something. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. Take the show wherever you go. Download the free Radio Pup app for your smartphone or tablet. Join the conversation, 732-505-1160. News Talk Radio, WOBM AM 1160 and 1310. Listen online at WOBMAM.com.
Hey, welcome back. Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin. It is 6:35 a.m., Thursday, May 19, 52 degrees. Get up to 65 today. WOBM AM 1160 and 1310 News Talk Radio. Streaming live on the Radio Pup app and WOBMAM.com. 732-505-1160. If you want to join the conversation, We are speaking with Kelly Irving, South Jersey Energy, or SJE if you want to be cool. It sounds much cooler that way.
It does.
So, Kelly, we are giving you the magic wand, the magic pixie dust, the fairy dust, the ability to just wiggle your nose and change something either in your sector, in the world, or one of each. Who cares? It's up to you. It's your magic wand. You do what you will with it. What are we doing, Kelly?
I mean, we're saving the animals. That's all we got to do right now.
Saving the animals.
I had to make you laugh this
Thanks.
way.
That's great. That's great.
It's early. You gotta get. But,
That's great.
But in seriousness, I mean, obviously there's world peace. I mean, you gotta have that.
Right. We're going.
I'm giving you all the.
Are you going with world peace? Oh, wait, you're going world peace on Earth. Eliminate hunger.
Yeah,
right. You believe the children are our future. Teach them well and let them lead the way.
We gotta have a big circle now.
Right. But the last part is you don't want to buy the world a Coke, but we established that we're not buying the world a Coke.
There's no Coke
because there's warning labels that would actually be bad.
Yes. Yeah.
So really, what are you doing? Like, come on. Okay, let's say that the magic wand is there for you to do something. You're a Jersey Shore girl, right?
Absolutely.
Okay, so you've been at the Jersey Shore for your whole life, except for that short jaunt off to Oregon and Louisville.
Yes.
Louisville. And so what would you do at the Jersey Shore? How about that?
I would say there has to be a way to bring more people back down here. We really have to either get more internships or figure out what different partnerships that we can do, because our shore, it has completely changed since I was a kid. And when I was growing up, there was no Long Branch. We didn't have Asbury Park. Asbury Park, you never went to.
Right. It was there. It was there. You just drove around it. Yeah.
Exactly. You made a big berth going around that. And it's grown quite a bit, but I do feel like we can get a lot stronger. But we need to bring people back here. We need to really build up this area and work on different partnerships and what kind of internships can we do with our high school students and our college students and get everyone to really be more organized and get into the community more and bring them back home, because there's more abandoned homes in this country than there are anywhere else in the world, sadly enough. And I feel like the Jersey Shore is becoming similar to that now too. And Sandy, we have built up very well after Sandy compared to other places where natural disasters have happened. We came back really fast. We had a great option to come back and everyone rebuilt. And sure, there was a few that we've lost, which, we would never get Donovan's back and Seabright, but we've done really well coming back, and I really hope that we can continue to keep building. But we need to figure out different ways and ideas of bringing people back.
Right.
Like
And there seem like there's a lot of headwinds right now. So I was just reading. There was just an article in the press. I think it was today. Although I can never tell on the internet because you never know if it's today's story, yesterday's story, or where it was from. But it was about the Jersey Shore Convention and Visitors Bureau that has pretty much fallen apart. Right. So currently there is no active Jersey Shore Convention and Visitors Bureau, and we have a really great tourism department with Dana Lancelotti here in Ocean County, and Monmouth has a similar setup. But still, having that extra vehicle to help drive traffic to the Jersey Shore and to really be an advocate for the Jersey Shore is super important. And we don't have that. We know about the headwinds that we faced with Atlantic City, and the fact that whether you believe it or not, we were a great it was a great draw to be able to spend a week at the Jersey Shore and know that you could in 40 minutes be in Atlantic City. Right. And that really isn't a draw anymore.
No.
So and although the clown face in Asbury Park isn't nearly as scary as it was 20 years ago, because then it was like creepy.
Yes.
Now it's like, oh, okay, it's just a clown face. We still have a lot of work to do to kind of bring it back and to revitalize the Jersey Shore as the tourist destination it should be. So good stuff. Kelly, where could folks learn more about what you do? Because let's say that they really want to rush out now and they want to buy some energy for their business or for their hotel that has more than 22 rooms. Because I was like, how many? Oh, anyway, I was thinking about smaller Anyway, that's a whole separate issue. So where would they go to learn more?
So you can go to southjerseyenergy.com. You can also, reach out to me via phone or email. I'm always available. Like I said, I'm local. I'm right in Eatontown. So I'm within 30 minutes of all of my customers, and I'm always driving around. So you can go online. You could shoot me an email, give me a call. you have all my information. We can plug
Are
it on
you
the
are you
website.
giving out? Do you want to give out your email address if people
We can
want to
give
learn
that.
more? Go ahead.
Absolutely.
What is it?
So it's KIRVING@sjindustries.com.
Cool. K Irving, like Irving Berlin, at sjindustries.com. Okay. So just to recap, I just want to do a quick recap of what we learned today. First of all, we learned that funnily is truly a word. You can use it. That's a great adverb, so feel free to make that your word of the day at home. We learned that beaches are way cooler than bluegrass.
Yes,
Right?
that's true. Very
And
true.
we learned that a surefire way to end up back in New Jersey is to spend a few years in Kentucky.
That's
Right?
absolutely true.
So these are the
All of
things
it.
that we really learned. And we learned that you could still get great deals on energy if you shop with the right partner like Kelly Irving at South Jersey Energy. Thank you so much for your time this morning.
Thank you, Jeremy. I appreciate it.
All right, cool. More Wake Up with Jeremy Grunin back after this.